Yo, yo, yo.
Oh,
We've got another week. Another week in the markets. What's everybody saying? What's going on? Wolski, how you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm great. Yeah, ready for this week, man.
You ready for this week? I see you've got a couple of trades. You got a couple of trades on gold, huh?
Took an L last week. Got an idea. I've got an account currently. I'm on a 25k challenge. I'm just trying to test the waters with a few ideas. If I see something on stream that I like on the higher time frames, might mark it up and take it. It's worth a go.
Hello, Sackett, bro. Sackett is not with us at
Yeah.
the moment, mate. Sackett. This is Wolski. So yeah, go on. I'll let you go through and talk about some of your different outlooks, your macro outlook, some of the different levels, and then we'll chat about what you're looking for with your playing around with gold, and then we'll jump into some live trading.
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
First off, if no one is sure about the government shutdown, that's actually stopped now. So we're back open for business.
That's it. NFP soon, baby.
NFP Thursday, not midway through the month as well. Bit of a curveball.
Interesting.
Do have a bit of PMI later on in the week as well. So yeah, USD's stacked. We do have some nice pound news as well. Inflation coming out Wednesday, but DXY starting on that. I'm still favouring upside on DXY, but at the same time, got to be careful because I'm not sure if it's ready yet. I can see on the weekly, targets got up here from the start of the month. We pull back into this weekly. We're respecting it. But you can see the pullback structure, creating that lower lows, lower highs. So really now, we'd ideally want to see today close pretty strong to get a continuation up. But I'm not going to be looking for a move correlating onto EU right now for a sell. And the reason why is because don't like it. It's really rangy, to be honest. EU has been tough to trade this year, especially in the second half of it, because we're trending so nice and then it just kind of staggered. And we've not really shown decisiveness even now. One thing I'd like to point out is really based on like these lows here, like we did break below them. I think it was looking good at that point to carry on to fill this August low. And then it just faked out and now we're just pulling back again. It could just be a deeper pullback for more sells. One thing, because of the close on the weekly, you've got this fill area. I think we've already come into that today, this morning. So we could just bounce off that, continue back up. And I'd rather sell it once we actually clear this high here. At the minute, we could break this daily, this green daily I've got, to give us some signals that we could be dropping again. But the only problem with that is that it could just be a deep pullback for another higher low, created one here. Then we could clear all this and then we could drop after. So I think I'm going to be patient on EU and just sit out because I don't think it's really that clear and I don't have high probabilities within this area as a whole. GU I'm really liking. I favour the sell. I think we're actually in really good position for sells now. Reason why is we left a huge weekly imbalance here. So we've had 3 weeks in a row failed to break these lows, which means we're going to probably get a bit more of a pullback, break of previous weekly highs expected. Then I want to see somewhere between that previous weekly high and the daily areas and the weekly fill here, us drop and respect the overall highs there. And you can see this on the daily. Got a really nice push down. We're currently just chopping a little bit. I'd like to see some kind of manipulation and then a drop. I've set 2 positions this week, one covering the other one. So as long as we take out, as long as we respect this equal high, I'm happy to see this drop. And I think the budget's coming in. I do think lows will be printed past 130, and we're going to see us enter this zone, which I could even predict that maybe 127 by the end of the year could be tapped. And if we do that, any sells that are caught within the next 2-3 weeks could be mega. So I'm looking for GU this week, and I do have gold as well. Finally discussed that. Did take it on my challenge, which is pretty nice so far. What the idea was on this was we opened for the month going into this month, and this is October's low, marked out in white. We do have a big FVG below it. So far this month, we've tried to break up, and we're not really going up. Last week, especially on Monday, triggered a huge push up. And when I see that without a wick, I did like that. And to see this fill here, it's about 4-hour trade. We can get that down to that low. First idea that, the USD against gold could actually fail at these highs, go back below 4K, and see that drop. And then I'll pass phase one if that comes in. But that's more of play around trade on a smaller account, not taking that too seriously at the minute.
Yeah, no, that's nice. I was actually long gold when you were looking for your sells.
At loss.
And it's quite, because I was it was in this little areas when you were kind of like looking to potentially take it short. I think you were taking it short a little bit higher up, and it was just doing that kind of flaggish type of pattern, and then it broke out. I closed a lot of the position actually on this level right here. So I closed like 90% of the position on there. And then I left a little bit in there just to see if it ran up. It didn't run up at all. It just failed. And it looks like, I don't know, it's 50-50 for me. I'm looking at it now and I'm saying, really is 50-50. I don't really want to be going short here. The place to go short was where you went short. I don't think shorting in this area right here right now into support and also into the highs of this prior range, I don't think that's a good idea. Ideally, if we see something a little bit of bullish momentum, I'd probably prefer to actually go long. If we get anything like that, then I'd actually prefer to go long into those levels to take out those highs and those highs. To the downside, I can see why it would be a good place to go short in this area, but I wouldn't be doing it into the area of support that it's currently at. So to be honest, unless it's a long, I'm not trading gold. And I'm definitely not going to long it right now. So we just got to wait and see what's going to happen with it. Pound New Zealand, really nice swing trade. Unfortunately, I'm not holding it anymore, but getting into some intraday trades would be a really nice idea at the moment as well. So you've had this kind of flaggish type of pattern again onto this area of demand. So onto this area of demand right here, pushed off, touch of the trend line, and I'm thinking that it's going to come and take out this high for a break retest, continue just to facilitate that higher high eventually on the daily time frame. So that's what I'm looking at. The moment I'm sitting in a intraday trade on USD CHF. It's looking okay. The take profit is just a little bit higher. I think pound is actually going to come down to take down its Asian low. We're gonna see. So at the moment, we're just going to be sitting in this trade, and that is it. I think we're going to be chilling for a little bit. I don't think pound. If we have a look at pound again, I don't think. The moment we're in a range, who wants to be trading in this?
Disgusting.
Nobody wants to be trading in that. So, EU's falling off a little bit. Gold looking like it's going to coil and consolidate for a bit, looking for a 12-hour under similar time frames. We have an indecision. Yeah, I can agree to that one. Yeah. Australian looks a little bit weaker. We've got these lows down here that could get taken on an intraday time frame. We've already had that high taken off of the Asian session and the same session taken of the low. Pretty nice little strategy that is, just like trading the range of the Asian session. But that is it. I do think on Euro Pound. What's your position on Euro Pound? What do you think of that? Because we're still grinding up slowly up until these levels. At the moment, we've had a little bit of a push down.
I like this to go up because I just think the pound's going to get weaker overall.
Yeah.
The euro's been, you can see it on the EU, it's fighting. that downside. Whereas GU, in at least the next week, I just can't see it gaining strength.
I think we're going to hold into this range for until the budget.
Do you reckon?
Look at it.
I reckon we can get a bit of a push up, a manipulation. Yeah.
The only thing that I would say with the push up, if we have a look at the 4 hour, is this kind of, we've broken all of these highs, had acceptance above. All of this now is just, demand, all the demand that you can see, all the wicks from either side.
It's not a good range. That's where you just, if you a lower time frame on that.
No, it's horrible. If it was a higher time frame, like 4 hour, then it would be a good place to start building up a little positions and get out of that 50%. You've also got these little areas right here as well. So you've got these lows right there. You've got 200 EMA. You've got this daily level. So it's all good places where you could take profits. But preferably, I'm just going to wait and see where the sell comes in after the budget, because everybody's kind of waiting for that.
Definitely.
But we will see. There you go. Soon you're going to be on holiday, mate, and you're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff.
I'll still be on the charts.
Yeah.
I'll be looking.
Chilling in Tenerife on the charts.
I can't beat it. I haven't gone away abroad this year, to be fair, apart from I went to a rave in Germany. That's it.
You went to a rave in Germany?
Yeah.
Heavy techno?
Hardstyle. Yeah. I didn't go to an event for about 18 months, so that was my time.
No. Hardstyle was pretty hardcore, man. Fair play. How was it? What was it? Was it first time in a rave in Germany?
Germany. Yeah, I think it was actually. I think it was. It was good. The thing is, it was still the end of summer, so the weather was great, perfect weather.
Yeah.
That's what you want, especially when it's outdoors.
No, of course. Yeah. Summer raves are nice. I don't know about doing raves in the winter in Europe.
No way.
Horrible. Horrendous. But hardstyle is interesting. I listen to hardstyle when I want to go and lift heavy in the gym.
Yeah, when you're going hard, it's the perfect music for it.
Oh, 100%. When you're about to do some deadlifts or something. So we got pipped off. And we've got the mental wealth trader.
Is he just changing his accounts?
He's got quite a lot of accounts, yeah.
Psyche.
Yeah, but we'll see what's cracking. I feel like the markets are just a little bit slower coming into December as well. You got Christmas coming up. Everybody's trying to close out their books for the year.
Yeah, I found November to be generally quite poor with how I trade, but then December does seem to pick up a little bit, which is weird around that.
Interesting.
At time where you wouldn't normally assume there'd be any moves.
Interesting, that one, yeah. We can have a look at a little bit of crypto. I don't know how many people are actually sitting in here with us. So we've got 5 people. 2 of them is Michael. So, tell us what you're looking at, guys, and then we'll take a look. I'm going to jump on, have a look at some of the crypto, because we've got a lot of people shouting at the moment about Bitcoin and about we're in bear market territory. I don't know. At the moment, we had a really quite a significant push down. But unless we get that kind of dead cat bounce, let's say we have a push up and then we have a push down, I don't think we can confirm that at the moment, it's still bullish to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. Maybe somebody knows something that I'm not, but we're just coming into a 50 fib in a humongous uptrend. So I don't know. On the daily, obviously, the daily doesn't look too good. What's your thoughts, Wilski? What are you thinking about Bitcoin?
Share my screen and we can have a better look, I think. Get it up. Yeah, my chart's on. Yeah, so what I'm interested at is because it does look like, to an extent, it kind of topped out here. Trying to look at previous times when we had big pullbacks, do tend to top out before you get a bit more of a pullback. Even that kind of did. Yeah, it's almost like you test the wick high on the weekly, and then you do get the big sell-off. It's happened a few times, not necessarily needing to break proper bullish structure, which we've got there. I don't really know. I don't spend enough time in this area, but clearly have topped out. We've had 3 failures to get back above like 125k. Maybe we could come and nip this out. Maybe what's that, around 75? But I mean, that would start to look a bit concerning if we get that low.
You on a lot? You on a monthly?
I'm on a monthly now. Yeah.
Yeah, when you look on a monthly, I can kind of play around. I can kind of see. Is that on a log chart as well?
Log chart?
Yeah.
Don't know what that is.
So, okay. So, yeah, you're on a log chart. Got you. So you know, on your axis, on the right axis.
Yeah.
Hover over it and go to the bottom. Okay, you've got, yeah, put it on regular, take it off log. Okay, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
How's that different?
So a log chart basically takes all the data and just condenses it so you can see way more data. If you put it back on a log chart now, everything is going to be, you're going to see all of the data in... You know what I'm saying? Now you see 2019, so you see all of the highs and all of the lows of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because this is more
all of those highs and all those lows on a chart that's really condensed.
Yeah, I can see that.
On a log chart, it definitely looks bad.
I would favour this to come this out probably before seeing upside.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of attempts to try and come up. I don't know what the daily's looking like. Yeah, it's that impulse to finalise the high, and then it's just dumped. Interesting stuff.
Yep. So you would play around. You'd think it's going to come down to that 76 level.
Yeah.
Interesting.
What's the others looking like then?
Yeah, we'll have a look at some of the cryptos. So you got Solana, which, to be fair, is just stuck in an overall range. If I take all of the EMAs off, you know, we've just been, maybe we got some of these deviations a little bit. Maybe can place that up to there. Maybe just kind of stuck in this range. I do like maybe this area to be a place for good buys, you know, bottom of the range on also all of the EMAs, and you know, you've got this trend line. So just some spot positions would be really, really nice at 130s. If we break down again, then 100 or 109 would be really nice place that I would love to add into. ETH is still looking pretty good, to be honest, even though it didn't actually break higher. I still think ETH looks really nice, but it's difficult, man. We're gonna have to see if we get any rate cuts.
Yeah.
Everything else looks, ADA just looks absolutely shocking. Don't know what that is. ENA, never heard of it in my life. Don't know why it's on the watch screen. Glad I got out of this one. Yeah, because that just pumped up. It's like a little bit of a pump and dump, isn't it? Pumped up, just come all the way back down from those highs. Let's say from those highs, it's down like 60%.
didn't even get to new all-time highs either from back in 21, 22.
No, yeah. It's most of these aren't though. Most of them will never recover properly. To be honest, most of them will never recover properly.
The meme coin.
Nvidia. I think we got Nvidia earnings coming out this week, or they just happened. Let's have a look. Estimated
This Wednesday.
Yeah. So there's quite a lot of stuff, to be fair. There's quite a lot of stuff. We just have to see what's going to happen. This is probably not what we want to be seeing. It's struggling to break higher.
Gonna say, I think the pound we've got yearly inflation on Wednesday. That's gonna give us. That can give you the entry you're looking for on the GU cells.
Take it. Mike's taking a long on gold. Let's have a look. Yeah, I really like a long on gold. It's not. I just don't like it within this little range.
I could be holding that higher time frame trade for absolutely donkey years at this rate.
What, on gold?
Yeah. I think your red. I think it is your red line. That's where my target is.
Oh, that's a great target.
Yeah, if it goes down, then
Yeah, that's a great target.
Yeah, it moves quick though, didn't it? I was watching it. I saw it move 500-600 pips in about an hour.
That's why people like trading it.
I think I saw Denzel. He was on a challenge. He passed it on gold within one morning.
Look, love and hate relationship with it, isn't it? It's like if you catch it at the right time, the right levels, then perfect. But you gotta let it kind of like show its hand a little bit. I think can't just buy it blindly. Like that was a really nice trade. I didn't take that. I actually got taken out because I trailed my remaining position up into here, so I got taken out by then. Didn't think to go short, but whoever went short, I've seen so many traders absolutely rake it in from this move, all across, futures and CFD guys.
It was the best time probably in a very long time to get in this because traders have been trying to call the top for so long. But like you actually did see, you saw a pullback and then you didn't see sharp movement back to the upside. So there was always that higher chance that you'd get a nice little sell off that area.
Yeah, and also you could say we broke. We broke these kind of structures and we came back into a 50 and all of that, came into the 618. There's loads of traders that will be looking at this on higher time frame, lower time frame, everywhere, to be fair. Super technical. And we've got that kind of Quasimodo type of pattern as well that Victor likes from the Fivers. He loves these types of patterns.
Yeah.
I wonder if you would say this is a type of Quasimodo pattern as well. I'm not too sure. Maybe. Like a higher Quasimodo. I don't know. I do not know. But Michael, where are you getting in? What level? TP 4114. Okay.
15-minute time frame. The Nasdaq sold off pretty nice last week as well. Saw that.
Mate, the amount. You're not on Twitter, are you?
Don't really do socials, to be fair.
You'd be surprised to see what goes on there. Everybody showing what they did on the Nasdaq.
They don't show their losses though, do they?
It's just the way it is.
Yeah,
Not everybody does. But look, you can't really. There's some people on the futures side pulling in like payouts of like 150 grand, 200, some
Right.
even. It's very impressive, to be honest.
Especially once you've got, I don't know, 30 to 50 accounts and you're just copying them and all that.
So rumor has it, Top Step have pulled their platform.
Really? That's huge.
Yeah, they've pulled their platform from all of being a third party provider now. So a lot of there's been a lot of stuff around that. To be fair,
Yeah, because futures is new. I wonder if there'll be, because you saw it in the CFD space. There was a little, I wouldn't say a bubble, but you saw a lot of firms go under within a short space of time. I wonder if it will happen in futures as well.
maybe I don't know how popular that platform X was for Top Step. I don't know how many people were using them.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
When you were playing around with futures, what platform were you using?
I didn't get that far, mate.
Oh, you didn't get that far.
No, man.
What? You didn't buy any kind of like evaluation or anything?
No,
Like
I haven't even got started yet.
that? Yeah.
I know. I just can't.
To be
stop.
fair,
Oh.
if you, why would you keep your focus in it? Why would you do?
Do you need? Yeah, it's like, do you need to become the jack of all trades when really one is enough?
I should say that to myself. Yeah.
Because if you can pick up 1-2 million funding in one area, you're going to make 5 figures a month easily.
Yeah. And I think futures firms are way harder to pass. I've had this conversation with you. I've had it loads of times. Way harder to pass than CFDs. But maybe I'm missing something.
The only reason why, in theory, they're easy to pass is because it's one phase, but then you can't even get a payout on the first win. You've got to take 4 or 5 wins and you've got to create a buffer.
Okay, they're one phase.
It's one phase, but then technically the funded stage at the start is like a phase 2. So really, you don't just get funded in futures and the first trade you take will get you a payout. You've got to create a buffer of 5% or something like that. Then that's your then ability to be able to get payouts.
That's kind of annoying, but actually, I think it's quite nice having a bit of a buffer. No, I don't know.
It's not the buffer that you think though. It's like the buffer you create is not a buffer of any more than like X amount percent, because you're always going to keep withdrawing. So you still might only have a max drawdown of 5%, and at least on CFDs you got 10. I like the 10.
Yeah, the amount of times that 10% has saved me.
I couldn't have less than 5.
No.
The risk ultra low.
Yeah, go for. But that's why they're really, 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 really good scalpers. To be fair, no.
Really good. Yeah.
Yeah, in and out very quickly. Fair enough. Fair play. It's probably my type of market, to be honest.
Yeah, it probably is, to be fair.
Yeah. Just trade the open 15, 20 minutes. And that's it. It could be actually something that I could look into, but
Scalp to you.
who has got the time?
You have to pick half an hour a day max. Otherwise, you go on tilt so easily.
Yeah, see, that's not bad. That's quite nice because with CFDs, if you're intraday trading, you're in front. You can be in front of the chart all day, and you be way over trading. But when you've got, that's what the stock market is quite nice as well. Which I think, to be honest, is actually going to change when they tokenize everything. But to have it open a certain amount of time is quite nice. I think it actually is a big benefit to a lot of traders.
That ability to trade all day for 5 days in a row is just it's too much freedom. A lot of people can't do
Too
that.
many thoughts. Yeah.
People working 9 to 5, they're not used to having 24/7.
Yeah, and the next one on top of that is like options trading. There's so many derivatives, so many things that you can trade in this space. It's crazy.
They're option prop firms as well.
Really?
I don't know. I was asking, is there?
No, I haven't seen any. I was gonna say I haven't seen that. I'm gonna have to have a look at this.
Look. Probably so dodgy.
No, I don't think there is. There is Maverick.
Oh yeah, it's popped up. Maverick.
It doesn't look like one I'm gonna trust, man.
No chance.
No way. Yeah, no.
I can't believe the year's nearly over as well.
That's it. It's quite nice because you can really sit back, understand how your year went. There's something beautiful about the end of the year, because you can kind of also you get a little bit of a reset, and you can just really look back at what actually worked and what didn't work. And
now it's perfect time now to, like you say, you're not going to make much money in the last couple of weeks. You're better off going into next year in the strongest way you can, if that means you have to realise where you went wrong, or if you've done well, see how you can do better.
Yep.
So there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. I might do a little bit of a video of the little lessons as well that I've done through this year.
Because you've had a good year, you've had a lot of payouts. It's just keeping it.
Did, yeah, I did. I've had a really fantastic year, to be fair. It's just the last few months, which definitely have got lessons to learn from. But it just goes to show how much money you can make. You can make a lot of money in prop very quickly, if you've got the skill and the patience to wait for the proper setups.
Especially when you get the capital as well.
Yeah, look, for you, for instance, as well. What did you just? Now you're in overall at the moment. What, 20K taken?
Yeah, this year I've done about dollars, about 30 something K, I think.
Yep.
Which is how I'm looking at it is last year I've done about $7,000, which now I've got so much more funding. Next year it's going to be 6 figures.
Yep.
It just naturally will get to that point, but it's full-time wage. I haven't worked full-time hours. I've worked way less than full-time hours, so it's been a really good year. And obviously left my job, so that's the next step for me. And really, ever since I have left, I've done better, I would say.
Do you reckon there's a reason why?
Yeah.
What?
I've gone full-time a few times before, and just generally wasn't ready, and just blew up all the funds I had. Whereas now, I just know my edge. Over the year, I know my edge. Some months aren't great, but I don't know. I just feel like as a trader, you hit a point where you just know you've got what it takes. It's not to be cocky or anything like that. You just realise that
Confidence.
Confidence,
Yeah.
but because you know you can get humbled really quickly, so you don't get arrogant in the markets. You don't start treating it with no respect.
Yeah.
Because it can take your money very quickly.
I think that's one of the biggest ones that I've probably taken into this year, and I know this, but the overconfidence can creep in without you even realizing it, and that's the overconfidence as well is the thing that can set you back so much. And just coming in with just being objective all the time, it's going to be an interesting. I think next year would be for me the 6-figure overall. I don't see any reason why it won't be. We'll see if I'm swing trading, if I'm still a day trader. Then I don't know.
See, did you have a plan for 6 figures this year? Was that your goal?
That was the goal. Yeah, still is the goal. Doubtful.
No.
Doubtful. Really, I'm halfway there. I'm specifically talking just on one firm though. I'm not talking about all of the like combined, because there's something. Are you swinging again, Alex? We're playing around with some intraday trades, Michael.
Yeah, I had a goal. My goal was actually 6 figures in payouts and 1 mil in funding.
Nice.
So yeah, it was.
You got the 1 mil.
Yeah, I'm close. Just one trade off it, really.
You'll get there.
And definitely. Then next year, it'll come. I didn't want to force payouts when really they've come when they've come.
So go on then. What's a lesson then you're going to take into next year?
Rotate my funded accounts is the previous one.
Interesting.
Yeah, because
interesting.
When I've traded in 7-8% drawdown on funded accounts on multiple of them, without getting payouts for months and months, it just took too much on my psychology. Whereas even if I was in drawdown and I cycled 4 lots of 250k, for example, even if I lost the first 3 and I moved on to the next one straight after, that 4th account would get a payout if it won. But I would still be break even. If I caught 3 losses and won 3R, I'd be break even in theory, but then I'm still getting a payout and resetting that account. The other 3 are down 1. That would settle my mind, allow me to buy more props, keep going with that, and not stress about being in so much drawdown on one given account. Nothing worse than being down 7-8. Like, I thought I was going to blow funding.
Yeah, you've got a bit of a different mentality to me when it comes to stuff like that, because I'm more than happy just to pass or fail as fast as possible and just move on to the next one. Where you don't want to fail. Like you're not.
I'd rather not fail. Yeah,
you'd rather not fail and have to do it all again, kind of thing.
Definitely. Mm-hmm. Especially, I think going into next year, if I was to take challenges, I've been doing 1.5% risk. I'd probably do 2.5 on challenges next year.
Yeah.
If I can't be asked playing around with them for 6 months.
That's what I was looking at. I was looking at when I was doing the back testing for the swing stuff, and I was looking and I was like, if I'm taking 1%, it's gonna take 8 months. 8 months.
It all comes down to, with the challenges, if you have money to keep putting into challenges, you just got to risk as high as possible. High as what allows you to risk. Because if you don't have the money, then I get it. You need to risk 1%, because until you got payouts coming in or you're earning more from your job, whatever, it's not worth the hassle. But once you get the funding or you've got a good job that's paying you well, just got to go for it.
Yeah, or if you're playing with the house's money, you've taken a lot of payouts and you're just playing with house's money, and then at the end of the day, it's just another risk to reward type of setup, know. But yeah, I don't see, and on a swinging and stuff, I don't see any reason not to be per trade trading 3.5 or whatever %. To be honest, I just don't see how. Because it's also an opportunity cost to be holding and doing it for that long, in my opinion.
I know as well. When I'm in drawdown, that's when I should buy challenges.
Yep,
that's another thing I've learned, and obviously on the back of that, going into the recent challenges, I all picked them up in drawdown. They're all doing really well. The previous challenges, I blew a 2 or 3 earlier in the year. Got them after I got payouts. They just died in phase 1 within a few months.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely important to keep buying challenges, and like you say, if you've got a couple of 3-4 hour trades, the first one past phase one with a 2 to 3% risk. Second phase, you take another win. You passed in 2 trades, for example.
Yep.
That's ideal.
Yep. You got to pick the right one though, man. You start off. You don't want to start off, the account 3% risk, and then suddenly, you got to really pick the right one. Let's have a look on. Let's have a quick butchers what gold is doing. Not doing too much. Michael's probably getting put a little bit under pressure. Difficult. We're in a bit of a trading range here, to be fair, mate.
Looks like all of them are at the minute.
Yeah, I don't see much. Don't see much movement. USD yen just moved out. Quite a nice push. Other than that, there's not really too much going on.
Wonder what GJ's looking like, pound yen. Let's see what that's. That's gone up.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, God, look at that. Lovely structure.
Yeah, it's not.
Really nice structure on the day.
Yen is really weak at the minute.
Holy. Real nice push. Back down onto the EMAs. Like, it's so annoying because on hindsight, on these types of things, this is like a perfect day. But if you're not actively looking at those pairs, and I prefer not to look at too many pairs, to be fair,
it's worth narrowing down for sure.
Definitely, I don't think less is definitely more, in my opinion. But I'll tell you one that has been a big miss on the equity side. It's not there. Was this?
Oh wow, yeah.
TA 125 Tel Aviv Stock Exchange.
Big moves there. Look at that, like a rocket.
Yeah, and that's on a weekly. So anyway, equities looks quite missing. Google. I think there was a little bit of a rumor that what's his face?
Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg? No, the one Charlie Munger's partner.
Oh,
Buffett.
Oh, yeah.
Was bought a load of stock of Google. So,
I mean, yeah.
Berkshire Hathaway acquired a 4.9 billion stake in Alphabet.
Damn, man.
Boosting shares to 5% to over 290. But look at that. So they've bought 4.9 billion worth of stock, and it goes up 5%. Just think of how much you need for it to go up.
Just a little bit. I know.
Yeah, wow. That's why. Well, I'm not surprised. That's why like a lot of people go onto the low caps, because to move these
it takes too long.
Yeah, it's just like anything, really, isn't it? Anyway, guys, we're probably going to call it a day. There's not too much going on. Obviously, join us later on the week and see what's going on. I'm going to put a poll as well in the Discord to figure out what people want. If people want to do New York sessions with us, because they're kind of dead at the moment, to be honest.
Too much competition, isn't there?
There's a lot of competition for New York sessions. And to be honest, London Opens are quite nice as well recently.
I'm a fan of London Open for sure.
Why is that? Just something that you.
I always used to trade London session.
Mm,
I'm just used to seeing it open.
yeah, wicked. So maybe we'll take a little bit of a switch. Undecided yet, but we'll see. All right, guys, take care, and we'll speak to you soon.
Hello, guys.
That's it, traders. So if you're ready to take your evaluation, you can go in the link in the description. You can start today. But if you're here just for the content, then make sure you like and subscribe to make sure that you don't miss out on the future.